Hello, Squatch friends. Here in this photo before you is a giant that was excavated alongside of a Sasquatch that I have gotten on film in the field. I would like to compare the notes on the two of these specimens and try to come to see if there is the possibility of them being of the same species of origin. Now, as you know, Sasquatches exceed man by height. They average anywhere from 7 all the way up to 15 feet. So, if you look in the picture, the giant with these men, you can see that he obviously towers over them. I think the height and the body proportions link up just fine for what I am looking at here. Now, the specimen, obviously deceased, we cannot truly tell the level of hair that it had accumulated on its body due to the fact that it is mummified and excavated. As we know, Sasquatches are covered in hair everywhere but their face and the palms of their hands. Next, we move along to the facial features. As you see, as the photos are side by side, both the giant and the Sasquatch both have raised cheekbones, very defined at that. Also, look at the brow ridge. The brow ridges are quite similar as well. Now, what I am not sure of is in the mummified giant, if his head is a conical shape or if that is just the way his hair was, causing the head to look the way it does in that photo. That I am not sure. As we all do know, Sasquatches have a conical shaped head. This giant in this photo seems to have one, but then once again, as I had just said, we cannot confirm that, as that could be the way its hair is sitting upon its head. In this photo, you will see the teeth of an excavated giant that has 2 rows. Alongside of it, a cast of a pineapple from the gifting table that I had left out there that had 1 bite taken from it. But as you see, with the bite, there was in fact 2 rows of teeth. Ironically, if you look at the dental photo of a excavated giant versus the dental impressions in that cast, they look quite similar, all the way to the ridgeline that goes in between the teeth for the gapping of the 2 rows. Historical data through excavation and research, alongside with biblical notes taken from Genesis and throughout different eras of the Bible. It clearly states many times that giants had, in fact, 6 fingers, 6 toes, depending on the breed of giant, sometimes more. Now, in this photo, you will see that they in fact have 6 toes, at least in the region that I am at. Here's another cast, much smaller, of a juvenile, and here is another adult cast. Note, they all have 6 toes. And these casts that I am showing you are the Sasquatch living today. Isn't it ironic they have 6 toes like giants of old? Throughout America, Sasquatch or Bigfoot, whatever you would like to call them, but their sightings have been seen all across the East Coast and along the West Coast, more prominent in the East. take a really good mental note of this map, because the next map that I am going to show you is locations of where giants have been sighted or excavated. Note, once again, very prominent along the east coast and the west coast. But I think this looks a lot like the map that we were just looking at with the Sasquatch sightings. But these are locations of mounds and burials where giants were excavated and in the past where giants were located. Let's take a look at both maps at the same time together. My goodness, these maps look almost identical. To me, it seems as though the Sasquatches, or Bigfoot, are seen heavily in the same exact areas where giant remains and mounds have been found. This is very interesting, folks. Very, very interesting. It seems to me the further and further that I dig into this subject, trying to connect the Sasquatches of today with the giants of old, I am actually finding a lot of success in this. I think there is a very high connection here.